Okay, the ingredients are very simple. You have flour, water, and salt. So I'm going to mix in all the ingredients and try to make a dough out of it. So in this case, I thought a half a cup would be enough, but realized that it wasn't enough, so I had to add in a tablespoon of water so that the flour mixes very well. So here I'm going to continue kneading, and I'll add in the remaining water. So welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe. This is the Housewife Cave, where I teach you very simple recipes that I get from other YouTubers, and some are also mine. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for the support. I do appreciate. So here the dough is ready. I'm going to measure the dough. It's 370 grams, and what I'm going to do is divide the dough into 10 equal parts. That is, each part will be 37 grams. So out of all the recipes I've tried, this one worked for me best. This recipe, I got it from Mpishi Rahisi. She's in YouTube, so I won't credit myself for this. This isn't my recipe, though I did some adjustments, but it was inspired by her recipe. At least this recipe was pretty simple. So this, I'm going to measure my skillet. My skillet is around 9.9 and 3/4 inches. So you can see I needed to have smaller balls. So I'm going to roll out the smaller balls into groups of 5. So I'm not so good in rolling a perfect circle, but it doesn't matter. After all, afterwards I'm going to trim the ends. So I'm going to do this until I get 5 roll out dough. So I'm going to oil one side of the dough, of the roll out dough. Then sprinkle some flour, and then place another dough up. Apply oil on the dough that I've placed on top. Spread out some flour, and then I continue with the process like that until the group is complete. 5 roll out dough together. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, press on the red icon on the right side corner, just below this video. So I'm going to roll this stock of 5 roll out doughs into a bigger circle that will fit my skillet. So I'm going to press as I'm fixing the corners, making them align to each other. And I'm using a lot of flour so that the dough, anyway, even the dough won't stick, because it's a bit harder than the chapati and the mandazi dough. So the ingredients I'm going to leave on the description box is the exact measurements I used in this video, so you don't have to worry about the measurements didn't come right. I'm going to give you the exact measurements. So as you can see, there it is. So you're going to place it on the stove. So I'm going to reduce the flames to low. We're not cooking chapatis. I hope you remember that. So we are just trying to dry this dough so it can be workable. We don't want our dough tearing apart when we're removing the layers, or when we are trying to fill in the fillings. So all I'm doing is just drying it out and keep on turning, and make sure even the edges, the sides there, are also dry out. So when you start seeing bubbles, you know, when you're pressing like that, you might feel the dough coming up. Then you'll know that it's ready to take it out of the fire. So I'm trying to dry the sides. So here we go. It is already dry, so I'm trying to remove the layers. Look at that. Wow. Doesn't it look beautiful? So thin. It's not that delicate. Okay. No, delicate isn't the word to use here. Yes, it is delicate, because while you are removing it from the others, when you're removing the layers, you need to be very careful. Take your time, remove it slowly until you're done. Hey, ona tu vile inakaa kama nguo kujikunja poa. Hey. See, very thin. So I'm going to do that until I get the 5 layers. So the oil and the flour that I sprinkled on top while I was stacking the layers together is the one that helps the layers to come out easily. So you don't have to skip any steps. Just do as I show you. And by the way, if you don't have a problem with solid mafuta, that is cooking fat, you can as well use that instead of the cooking oil. You'll get best results. I've also tried that, but I don't like cooking fat. There's something about cooking fat my stomach doesn't like cooking fat. So I hope you see these layers, the one that was on top and on the bottom, they never cooked. So you're not supposed to cook your layers. So as you can see, I have mine, and I'm going to keep it in the fridge. Thanks for